interaktivnih slika, skulptura, videozapisa, samostalnih izložbi, likovnih kolonija, festivala, radionica, predavanja i praktičnih vežbi za profesore fakulteta umetnosti, za studente, ali i za one koji su ometeni u razvoju i za polaznike svih uzrasta. Ja vas molim za veliki aplauz za Gorana Ostojića Vida. Zatim ćemo večeras pozdraviti i prvu damu u ovom našem krugu, a ona je multimedijalna umetnica koja koristi fotografiju, slikarstvo i maštu kao sredstva istraživanja. Uvek je u boji, bavi se organizacijom i realizacijom sopstvene mašte koju, kako kaže, prethodnih 10 godina pretače u slikovite izložbe. Voli apstraktno, kosmičko i sve ono što se krije u osjećanju. Molim vas jedan veliki aplauz za Ružicu Milovanović. Njega su nazvali i renesansnim čovekom. On smatra da nema ničeg, ni renesansnog, čak i vlaštava da nema ničeg romantičnog u životu čoveka koji je odlučio da živi od onoga što nazivamo umetnost. No, uprkos tome, on nastavlja da veruje da će doći vreme dok je on živ, da će ljudi početi ponovo da traže lepotu u svemu i mi se iskreno nadamo tome i sada želimo da podržimo Andriju Hadžića. Dolazi nam iz Lazarevca gde predaje likovnu kulturu u osnovnoj školi. U ovom ateljevu stvara i radi sa decom. Dobitnica je Vidovdanske nagrade za stvaralaštvo mladih u Lazarevcu. Pored mnogobrojnih internacionalnih izložbi, grupnih i samostalnih, učestvuje na 20. festivalu vizualnih mladih umetnika u Iranu. Nakon toga izučava i izrađuje srednjevjekovni zlatovez koji potiče iz Persije i time proživa i sjedinjuje teme koje se bave identitetom Irana i Srbije. Izrađuje murale, a pored toga bavi se štampovanjem slikarstvom, vajarstvom i zlatovezom. Jedan veliki aplauz za Anku Stojanović! A naš naredni takmičar dolazi iz Smedereva. Grafite crta preko 13 godina, takođe radi kao tatu umetnik i grafički dizajner. Umetnost je za njega način života, a verujem i za sve vas koji ste večeras ovde, zato pozdravite velikim aplauzom Stefana Brankovića. I za večeras poslednja dama u ovom našem prvom krugu dolazi iz Niša i sa sobom nosi magiju u rukama. Dosadašnje izlaganja imala je u sklopu fakultetskih izložbi i nekoliko konkursa. Absolvent je na slikarskom odsjeku. Poziva vas da se pridružite njenom širenju magije i mašte i da uživate u procesu stvaranja sa njom. I jedan veliki aplauz za Anicu Mitić! I pre nego što proglasim početak ovog prvog kruga, moram da zamolim publiku, jer je publika izuzetno važan član ovog adventa. Ne samo ovo kao četvrtu po redu, nego svako koji nam tek predstoji. Možete slobodno da se šetate oko umetnika u koji stvaraju i da gledate direktno uživo kako dela nastaju. Ako su naši umetnici spremni, evo, možete da mi dignete ruke ukoliko ste spremni, da znam da ste svi na svojim mestima, da je sve okej, dobro. A ja ću ovog trenutka proglasiti da počinje prvi krug i imate 20 minuta. Izvolite.
right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Art Battle Belgrade. We are off and rolling. We're going to get the countdown going. Might be a couple moments slow, but that's okay. We have an incredible group of artists with you here this afternoon, tonight, depending on where you're watching from. And I am thrilled to be here with Art Battle Daytona Beach producer, Angel Loudon. Angel, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me. This is so exciting commentary on this art battle so far away.
Yeah, exactly. So Angel and I are both in North America. I'm in Toronto, and Angel is in the U.S. in Daytona Beach. And we are watching all the way halfway across the world, Art Battle Belgrade. They've had a number of really great art battle events in Belgrade, and we're thrilled to be watching and commenting on this one. We'll slice and dice which artists are here. I think we're looking at Ruzika here on the ground, and you can see Annika. We're coming over to Annika on easel 4 here. Wow, what do you think of Annika's a mountain goat, I think?
Yes,
a ram.
I think I thought of a ram first off. It looks amazing and quick on the draw. That's a great, fast image to be drawn so quickly.
We're a minute and a half in, so she's got a lot of opportunity to take that all the way. Holy moly.
Yeah, I mean, it could be finished now. It looks beautiful.
It does. It looks beautiful.
Wow,
It's too bad I'm glad we only give them one canvas. Otherwise, lots of artists would want to produce 5 or 6 paintings in that time.
I know. Some of them can, which is amazing. And look, that orange.
Okay, so the easels are not in order, but that's okay because the person is showing them. So this is Anna Fema. Anna is a very experienced artist, over 16 years experience, and she specializes in oil, acrylics, and pigments, as well as graphic arts, mosaic, and sculpting. So this is a professional artist who is sharing their talents with us today.
And it looks like she's working with oils, which I think is really gutsy for an art battle because it doesn't dry so fast, but it can work in their favor too. But I love seeing people work within their own mediums, and oil's a nice one.
Absolutely. And here we have Stefan. Stefan is taking first steps for a blacked out canvas. Wants to have a nice dark background to work on.
Yeah, is he using a Sharpie? It looks like a big Sharpie.
I think it's one of those like huge mega Sharpies. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, look at this. I love this painting. I love this. This is easel 3. This is Andrija. People know Andra as Funkier. He's getting known in Belgrade for eccentric live performances in his band, and believes visual art as an expression is bounded up in other kinds of art. I love that painting from Andrija. Look at this character here.
Oh, he's got paint on his gloves. It looks like, is he punching the canvas?
He's punching the canvas. This is Goran. Goran is an academic painter and a professor. So obviously he's the cool, fun professor that everybody wants to get.
Oh my goodness.
He's in the Faculty of Fine Arts in the Belgrade Arts. Doesn't really say exactly here. And he's the founder of an artistic literary musical genre, an artistic literary musical genre called classical interactive art. And it includes copyright synthesis. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I will get back to the art here. It is a really cool. This is like
I don't
sort
think
of finger painting, but not.
Use
way better. I love it.
Boxing gloves. Somebody's going to want to buy those gloves.
He should hang. I hope he hangs the gloves on the easel and sells it with it. That'd be great.
Yeah.
We don't forget, anybody watching, you can vote and bid right from your own homes, and maybe you'll take those paintings and maybe those gloves home with you. Although I make no promises. I like to see tape work. You know, tape is so interesting because you can make a really big impact at a very precise moment at the end of things. So what she's done there is we're going to get a nice clean line there, rather than her having to painstakingly, work that line. It's just going to come off perfectly clean, whatever. And there you go. She does it right away. So that's nice as well.
Yeah, right on the floor. Looks comfortable. Geometric style.
Yeah, and we're back with Anka here, who's been interested in art from a very young age. She started making collages from natural materials such as leaves, flowers, and later she went into art school.
So I love the mustard color background that she's got going on
Yes.
there. That's really contrasting to her pinks, blues. Looks quite nice. I like
palette.
The color
it's
combination.
a great palette. Yeah. So much progress still in this short time. We're a little over a quarter of the way. 5 minutes gone. A little less than 15 minutes remaining. This is a great piece. I love the painterly approach with the wide brush strokes and it doesn't need a lot of detail to communicate not only the of course the animal that it is, but there's a certain warmth that comes from it because of the abstraction.
That's true. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I can't wait to see.
Oh, look at this.
Oh my goodness. Wow. What a striking difference from the last time we saw it. So with the building there, went on quite easily for her, it looks like.
Yeah, and the shadows on this is, you could even see as the camera moving around, you feel it's 3D almost. I mean, the light work there is fantastic, and it really reveals the expertise of this artist. This is not the first time she's dealt with this perspective and the careful application of lighting and shadow.
Yes, it's very well put together as far as the color palette as well. Very pleasing with the darkness in the door, and look like just.
Yeah, still a lot of time left. There could be something that comes into the sky, or this would be fine just as it is. But I think we're going to see something back there. Yeah, there it is coming in. But really good strategy to get that out of the way first. Oh my gosh, look at this! This is our artist who was doing the marker off the bat, and now we've got this fantastic colorscape.
Wow. I wish I could have seen how it looks like. Is that spray paint on?
It's spray.
It looks like it was sprayed on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's cool. So we're dealing with marker and aerosol at this point on this piece. Very, very neat. Curious to see where it goes, if it's going to remain purely abstract or if we're going to get some kind of recognizable figure or form coming into it.
Such interesting choice of mediums mixed together. And then here we have the musician, which is so cool when you have somebody who's not only an artist but also a musician, and he applies it to his just overall creative scenario for himself. But I can only imagine the lyrics he would write for this image here. Yes,
I want to hear the song for this image. Absolutely. I don't know what's going on though. I got to tell you, this was one of my early favorites, and now it feels a bit of a mess to me, but hey, we got more than half the time left. There's a lot of tape on there. I think we're going to see a very interesting reveal in this piece.
Yeah, sometimes things have to get really messy before it gets really cool. I say that to people all the time. Let the mess be, and then it'll come together later.
It's some good advice. It's good. So is this our artist who was? I'm confused. This is the same artist who was with the boxing gloves?
Yes.
He's completely changed his outfit. His jacket.
He's a surgeon now.
He's a surgeon. He's wearing a garment.
Oh my goodness, he is a character.
What great showmanship. Yes. Really fun. So I think the what's going on here is the background, which was sort of done with large color blocking and sort of crude shapes, was able to be applied in the brash style of the with the boxing gloves. And now we're into a much finer brush, and the surgeon has come out and putting the foreground in, which looks maybe like a sailboat. Very interesting.
Or one of those bells that you see in the ocean floating around. I don't remember
a buoy, an
ocean
buoy. Exactly. Yes, might be that. I love this. I'm really into the palette, that turquoise and pink, and that sort of warm yellow is, of course, with the black shapes, is really doing it for me. Still, we a lot of time left to see a few other visual elements added. We're going back with more tape, which I think we're going to see some more geometric lines. But I really, one of the pieces I love most about this painting is the little fleck The little, the flick of the spatter is really well applied here.
I wonder if she's going to continue that spatter throughout, or if that was just an accident, a happy little accident, so to speak.
I bet you we see more spatter. That looks too good to avoid. Even if it was an accident, I think she might learn from her own experience and show us more.
Look, this one has some personality. This ram does now. She's certainly giving it.
It's funny. It's
emotion,
a bit of a playful. This ram is about to tell a joke. Like there's something fun about this ram.
Yes. He's smiling. It looks like he's having a good day.
It's a little too much of a smile for a pure ram, but that's fine. That's fine.
We still have quite a bit of time left. There's probably more to it than we know just yet.
Look at this. So now we've got the fence behind this artist.
She does such a nice job blending everything without having anything too sharp. Everything's just soft and like you just are looking at.
Do you think we're in acrylic here? That something about that palette makes me think oil, but I think it is acrylic, isn't it? Hard to tell fully.
My guess is oil because of the way it blends together. Just the way the paint looks on her palette. But I could be guessing completely wrong there.
No, I think you're right, and I think it's actually really made this piece stand out. Let's get in there and take a closer look. Yeah.
It just oils. There are certain things you can do with it that other paints you just can't pull off that effect, and I think that's why
the blend on it is fantastic. If you know what you're doing, if you don't, it can be even worse than acrylic.
So we have, it looks like some kind of figure going on with our Sharpie spray paint medium.
Yeah, another layer of Sharpie,
another
working for reference.
I'm wondering if that's a Sharpie or if it's some other type of brand acrylic paint pen of some sort. Because, it's really doing...
You're right. If that wasn't a true paint marker, if it was a regular marker, maybe on the first layer it would work, but probably not on this next layer. So, yeah. Okay, our musician friend has rotated the canvas. Always love to see that. Wow, I'm back to really liking this piece now. It's very abstract. I love the black and white. And then a big color smear. Yes, like the eye.
It looks like there's a head and a robe. Somebody wearing a robe, maybe, standing up. He's put in some scraping action now. It looks like he's using a pink scraper.
Love scraping. It's such a bold and in some cases risky move because you're never really sure exactly how the paint's going to move under that scraper. But I like it. I think it's.
It gives it a real nice, like a stone effect. It can make something look like stone or plaster when you use scrapers.
Yes.
So we have a palette and sunglasses on now from our boxer.
Oh my God, he changed again.
He's using palette knives. Yeah.
Look at the multiple references there. Look at that. We got oh my gosh, and the piece is very rapidly evolving. It's now got a bit of a like castle mirage in the sky kind of vibe to it.
It does.
I love this piece.
The colors are wonderful. It's a nice combination in the way he has the blues in the center, and like you said, it does look like some sort of cityscape happening out of some.
Oh, look, more spatter. See, she couldn't resist.
Oh, and some swirls.
Yeah, that's good. I wish we could have seen those swirls, but that's a cool painting. There's a school of painting that reminds me very much of. The name has escaped me, but that definitely feels. It feels like it's come from something. I really like it.
It's got a real 80s cool feel vibe.
Definitely.
Duran, album cover.
Yes,
Look
yes,
good.
exactly. It could be a print for a dress also.
Yes, certainly could. Great textile design. And that red is beautiful, and the magenta.
The red and the magenta together is an interesting move. I'm curious to see how that looks when the tape comes off, because for my color field, they're a little too close together. But it's always a puzzle. It depends what comes next and how it's bridged and how it's placed. There's lots of opportunity to still make it work. So interesting. I like these. I like what we're seeing here with the black coming in to accentuate and do the outline of the piece. This is really making the ram pop off that yellow background that we like so much.
Yes, and he still has it. He's a happy ram.
It's the eyes and the mouth together are saying it. It's interesting. It's actually in a way becoming more abstracted somehow, even though the initial brushstrokes were so just an impression. It's even become more abstracted. Usually you get more detail as time goes on. So I'm glad she was able to stick with that, because that was one of the pieces I really liked most about our ram painting there. Now this is fantastic work. Wow.
Yes, this one is definitely a competitor here for sure.
Yeah, this has got to be
major contender.
One of the picks for finalists. By the way, speaking of finalists, voting is open now. AB, if you want to vote, head over to artbattle.com/AB2478. Just put in your name and phone number, and you'll get a voting ballot sent right to your phone. And you can help us choose the winner of this competition. Even if you're watching it at a later date, you're welcome to pop over there and do that. We will count your votes towards the artist MVP and other individual artist competitions.
Her light source is just magical.
Yes, it's the only way. Ooh, wow.
Yes. Oh, it's an eye. Look at it.
Yeah, and
He's
it feels
got
like an animal eye too, not a human eye, a bird eye maybe.
I think an owl eye, or maybe a hawk.
Yeah.
Very, very, 3D looking too. How he has it. It almost looks like it's popping out of the canvas.
I love it.
It's so amazing how different everybody is.
Yeah,
each time we
came, how different each of them are, and how much progress was made by so many of these artists each round. I mean, there's only a couple of them that kind of stuck with their, that were really sort of on an even trajectory. The rest of them, it's still drastically different. Huge progress. Really good time, time plotting and time strategy. Look at this piece. Wow.
Oh, wait, is it a car? It looks like a convertible now.
No, it's abstract. Yeah, but that's fun to search. It's one of those, Rorschach paintings. What do you see? I do see there's the car-ness to it, but no, this is, I think anyway.
Yeah, to me, I could see the wheels in action here, but who knows? 1 minute and 26 seconds left. What will happen with this will be interesting to see.
What a character!
Yeah. So he's blocked quite a few of the what we were dubbing a cityscape out a little bit more detailed. It looks like it's a city on top of an umbrella upside down.
Yeah. I think I started the timer a little late, so I think we're done. There we are, the end of the first round.
Oh, boy.
Look at that. An incredible first round. Oh, look, some face paint on a couple of kids there. An incredible first round at Art Battle Belgrade. Angel, what do you think?
I think that it's going to be difficult to choose a favorite, but I know the votes are going to really make a big difference to a couple of artists here to move on to that final round. And wow, I'm going to have to like think about who I'm voting for because I just love them all. Oh,
Yeah,
and that one is great.
It is great. It's great. Really nice work by these artists. I can only imagine what we've got coming for us in round two. And of course, for those of you just tuning in who might not know the rules of Art Battle, so tonight is a 3-round live art competition. In round one, we have 6 artists, as you've seen here. In round 2, we have another different 6 artists. And in round 3, oh my gosh, look at this. That is really nice.
Yeah.
And in round 3, top 2 from each round go on for a 4-way final. And we're going to do that all right now. We're quickly going to get on to the second round. Look at this.
Yeah, that
I was wrong
great.
when I said that the magenta and the red. That it actually, it's perfect.
It's
perfect.
It's
wow.
working.
And none of the other colors drift like that, which is really interesting because that can be a technique. You sort of just a bit of a hue shift. In some of the stuff, a little bit of paint mixing. Oh my gosh!
And here's our Ram.
Yeah, really great.
Yeah, he does look majestic. Yeah, he certainly does. The colors are bold and strong, like Rams are. So that's a great combination. Good work there.
Look at these artists; they're having a great time.
Oh. Our boxer has paint in his hair.
Yeah, he does. Oh my gosh! Look at this painting. Look at this.
I have to say, this one is, yes,
really good. I mean, that one's got to make it to the final. Would be my guess. It's such a painting. You know, there's a lot of fun and stuff we had in the other ones, but this one is really, it's a painting proper. Really great.
I agree. I think you could see that in any high-end home hanging in one of the, a classic wall.
And this
guy
in a different kind of high-end home. Yeah, the eye is really good. Really nice work. And I at least didn't see this coming at all. I think you're right about the owl. You can actually see the owl, more of the owl. You see the owl nose and the owl ear there is what, in addition to the eye.
Right, with the little
really
beak there on the side. He's just kind of peeking around.
Yeah. And it's still got like an unfinished vibe to it. And obviously I think that was very intentional. And I like that. It feels street art. It feels a bit graffiti. The cops arrived and you had to book it. These
a fleeting moment.
Fantastic. A fleeting moment, exactly. Look at this.
So I think that this abstract is calling me. I think I love everything about it. I think it's an amazing mess of beautifulness.
Yes.
And then having watched it come together in so many different directions, I like the abstract. I'm sure if you studied it a bit, you could probably see a few things in there that's actually not there intentionally.
Definitely. Wow, this is a tough choice. But for those of you watching at home, now is the time to vote. There are. I'm gonna look. I was trying to determine whether I would look or whether I would vote, but I'm gonna look. So I'm not gonna vote. But I'll tell you that the voting is very close. The voting between first and third is only separated by 3 votes. So that is a very, very tight race. You want to get your votes in there. If you're watching, if you're listening, and you want to help determine the outcome of this competition, please get your votes in.
Yeah, each vote does count, no matter what you think. Your count always matters. And wow, I'm having a tough time trying to decide on which one I'd like to vote for, because I just think that all of them are so different from each other, and they all have such unique characteristics about them. It's hard to choose.
Yeah, it really is. Great. Well, we're gonna take a brief break, and we're gonna be back for round 2, Art Battle Belgrade round 2, coming up in just a few short moments. Thanks so much for joining us.
je instruktorka, profesor italijanskog i majka troje dece. Njen umetnički duh i strast prema kreativnosti vidljivi su njenim slikama koje često kombinuju apstraktno i figurativno. Jedan veliki aplauz za ovu prvu damu večeras, a to je Biljana Midorović. Sljedeći štafela zauzima gospodin koji se rodio u Zrenjaninu 1975. godine, a danas živi i radi u Beogradu. Muzika ga je očinjavala od malih nogu kao i nastup pred publikom, što se kasnije i obistinilo kroz band multi-etnička atrakcija koja i danas postoji. Uporedo sa muzikom rađala se i igra sa decom kroz ulogu klovna, pa je tako svoju energiju pored muzike prepoznao, usmerio i podelio sa njima u emisiji Ptica, koja uspešno živi na televiziji. Jedan veliki aplauz za gospodina Osmana Ahmeda!
Very sweet. I don't know. I saw him.
A naš treći štafela i večera zauzima ona koja je slikar i modni kreator. Njena ideja i misija je da pomere granice i spoji slikarstvo i modu na jedinstven način. To se najbolje može vidjeti na njenim unikatnim, a ručno oslikanim kravatama. I jedan veliki aplauz za Ivonu Miletić. A on za sebe kaže da dolazi hronološkim redom iz Mostara, zatim Podgorice i na kraju Beograda. Za sebe tvrdi da šara ceo život u raznim površinama, a poslednjih nekoliko godina i po platnju. Po zanimanju je advokat, a u duši umetnik i sportista i zbog toga te poštujemo i jedan veliki aplauz za Sašu Ona je rođena u Beogradu kao slobodni umetnik, a ljubav prema crtanju, slikanju i ručnim radovima na drvetu neguje od detinjstva. Ljubav prema prirodi i životinjama spojila je u jedno kroz slikanje raznim tehnikama na platnu i drvetu. Njen cilj je da kroz ogledala koja samo seče i oblikuje dopre u neku drugu dimenziju gde vlada ljubav, nežnost i lepota. Njene najveća podrška su njena deca Sara i Filip, a neka njena ogledala večeras govore maštom i jedan veliki aplauz za Ivanu Miletić. A večeras, onaj poslednji, ali nikako manje važan i bitan, je čovek koji se u svom životu toliko bavio kreativnim radom i stvaralaštvom da je sam došao do svoje originalne poetske definicije umetnosti koja glasi: umetnost je humana potreba da se goloj istini života skroji haljina po meri. I jedan veliki aplauz za Pita Nekera! I dragi moji umetnici, podignite ruke ukoliko mi je cela ova druga postavka spremna, čini mi se da jeste. I ja ću ovog trenutka ja proglašavam da ovaj drugi krug 400. Beogradskog Artmena počinje na 3, 4, start! I tako je, dajmo našim umetnicima veliku podršku.
And we're back in round two. Wow. Already 15 seconds in, and we've got some beautiful work. Oh, wait, that's the reference.
Yes,
Angel,
yes.
we are off on round two. Holy moly.
I know, and look, what a great subject matter as a reference. I'm very hopeful that this piece will come together like she wants it to. You know, portraits are hard if you're using a reference where everybody could see it too, and you know who you're painting.
Yes. exactly. And so here we are at easel 1. We've got Biljana. I hope I'm saying that right. Biljana. Another portrait. Very squared off. I really love the initial sketch here. Interesting perspective on this piece. So I can't wait to see where it goes.
I love that she already signed it, so she doesn't have to worry about that at the end. But look at the blue color. It's so striking. I wonder if she's going to balance that on the other side with a contrasting color. I'd be curious. I can't wait to see what she does.
This reminds me of our musician artist friend in the first round. Oh my God, look at him holding onto that canvas. Oh, wow, what energy. And then a flip.
He is muscling that canvas for sure. That paintbrush is a weapon. Look at him go. I see it abstract. It's similar, like you said, to our first round musician. This is Osman.
Yes, that's right.
He says he's a fast painter.
This is kind of the completely opposite approach. Very, very measured, very careful. Are they leaves? Something about that says that it's a leaf with a big border.
It looks like he's got some kind of like blocking out of color that he's doing within the center of that orange. I guess we'll have to wait and see on this one. It's hard to say what direction he's going to go in with this. Look at Picasso, Mr. Picasso, Pitt. Look at him. It looks like he's getting everything all blacked out.
This is very interesting. Definitely that is a call to Picasso, but with Pitt's name written right in there. Very interesting. And we're going to see more than just this black sketch because of how many, you can see on the palette, but also he's got all those brushes taped to his arm. But a very measured colors, beginning. Yeah. Multiple colors, yeah.
Yeah. And we have a dot. Oh, nice. It looks like, is that a mirror or a piece of glass that she's painting with?
She's changed her last name there. We'll have to take a look at that. That's Ivana. She's changed her last name. Yeah, that is a...
She's sticking glass to her painting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know if strictly speaking that's allowed, but that's okay. We're not going to get onto her on it yet, but that's a bit of a sort of some mixed media collage here. Almost looks like pieces of CD, but that might be in a bygone era.
Yes, I think it's either that or just thin pieces of some sort of reflective plastic. But I bet you're right. I bet you it is CDs.
Wow.
Here's our portrait.
This portrait is really working.
Great.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, excuse my ignorance.
Yes.
Did you know who this was? Who is this?
Oh my goodness. So because you asked me, it's now lost from the tip of my tongue.
No worries. It'll come back. To me, it looks like Nikola Tesla. I don't.
It is. That's exactly who it is. It is.
It's Nikola Tesla? Oh, wow. Isn't that fun?
Yes. I can see him sitting in that big, colossal room that looks like a strike of lightning's happening above him. And I think that's where this image is from.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, all my nerdy friends are going to pick on me later. But she's doing a great job. It looks...
She's doing a great job. You were right about what a risk it is to put that up, and to not know. Just letting them know we lost.
We'll have the reference right there. Yeah.
Right. It's a ballsy move, but it definitely panned out. I think we're going to have some great. That's going to be it'd be interesting to see what she does with the background.
Yeah, who doesn't want a Tesla hanging in their house?
I do. I actually think I mean to get in. I mean to get in on the bidding on this one. I don't know how much it's going to cost to get it shipped from Serbia. I think we do flat rate international shipping for $100, so that's not too bad.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Well, we've lost the feed. Let's see what we can do about that.
Okay.
I'm sure it'll be back any moment. Stick with us. Let me see if I can do something fancy like show the... Is this going to work? Let's see here. Oh, yeah.
And that's while they're getting ready, I think, before this first round is this back video while trying to figure out the feed situation here.
Yeah.
From across the world.
From across the world, exactly. I see what's going on. I was trying to do a playback, but it's not going to work with this kind of file. That's okay. It will be back any minute. These guys are on it. I could see them talking about how to fix. Here it comes. Let's see here.
And we're going to be wowed and awed by the progress.
Yes, indeed. For us, it's going to be, we're going to have a huge jump forward.
That's right. A little time travel.
No data yet.
But everybody that's watching could still go on their registration feed or text and still vote and bid. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, if you want to see the paintings, you can check out at Art Battle. Here, I'll put that up back on the screen. artbattle.com/2478. That's the event number of this event, and you can check that out and go and vote there. We are back.
Yay! There we are. But still go and vote at that artbattle.com AB2478. Like Simon said, looky here. There's Picasso with the colors.
Wow.
I don't think it's not Picasso himself, I don't think, but it's the style.
No, it
reminds
style
me of
for sure.
Picasso.
I mean, if I remember correctly, that piece is a self-portrait of Picasso. So this may be a self-portrait of Pitt.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to take a look at
love it.
Face again to get an idea of how round it is and whatnot. But
he seems like a pretty tall guy.
Cool...
We get his arms with his paintbrushes, but then when he stands up, we can see everybody else. So I think he's kind of a.
Yeah, he's definitely bent. He's half punched over to do this. But, it's a great piece. It's a great piece. Yeah, if you ever wanted a Picasso but you didn't have a spare few million, this might be a good second best, and you can have it for only a few thousand, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well,
we lost the timer with all my clicking there, so I don't know what our timing is, but we'll sort it out. Maybe we'll hear them. This is such an interesting piece. It's
it looks like she's adding color with like a really thick icing type plaster, that's been tinted.
I was going to say icing, exactly. It looks like she's making a flat cake.
Some flower petals. I would be surprised if she was really good at making cupcake sculptures. With the CD, probable plastic dragon or butterfly. And then I think she's using the same pieces. Yeah. Does it look? It looks like to me she's used white in the background as a paint.
I think she used the white essentially as a glue. I think she's using the paint as glue initially.
Yeah.
And then that's how the pieces are sticking. Oh my gosh! Bam!
There we are.
Color.
Look at
There we are. That's got to win. That's got to make it on from this round to the final. That is a great portrait. I love the black. It'd be interesting to see if she brings in some skin tones there, but I love the black and white of the portrait with the colorized background.
Yes, it's and it's almost electrical down there in the corner that's spewing out at him, which is connected to him in many different ways. But yeah, great job on the portrait. And quick. Wow. I love this piece. I love the striking blue and the yellows and reds mixed together that way. That's just a striking painting to me.
Yeah, and what will take this painting to the next level, of course, is the finished eyes and the mouth. It is quite something right now, and it would be a real statement to leave those parts out. But if in the few minutes remaining she's able to see that happen, that is a real contender for the heading to the final round. Look at this. Is that a whip? I think he's literally holding a leather whip.
Or is it an inflatable tire? Wait, maybe it is a whip. It is.
No, you're right. You're right. It's an inner tube. Is he hoping to attach that there and leave it? Oh, what a mess! What a mess! Oh my Lord. Goodness. We have this. So go ahead.
He should be also wearing the boxing gloves because he's beating up this painting, but it has a really cool, very abstract, almost, street art.
Yeah, he's screaming at it. We have a color that we refer to at Art Battle called Art Battle Purple, and that's when you unintentionally mix all the colors together. That's the color that comes out on the other side. So there's a bit of Art Battle Purple in this, but unfortunately the left side of his canvas has still got some clarity of color. The performance though is worth at least a few votes. Very nice. Very nice.
I wonder if it's a portrait of somebody. It looks like it could be, but I'm going to wait and hold off before I make this suggestion. I think it's a portrait of an artist.
This is our most careful artist in the round, I think. And this painting has been steadily progressing along. Very, very interesting. A great sort of structured landscape, but a lot of it, a focus and attention on perspective here. We've got a vivid foreground with some shoes, I guess. Really cool piece. I really like that piece.
Oh, some beach slippers or something. Birkenstocks. That's what they look like, the shoes.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm loving
your fingers involved
in here. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this painting, I think it's a great piece. I don't like the name. I know that it's his name at least, so. But I find it difficult when people are putting text into work. Although this is a fairly good version of that.
It looks like he's got a horse in there above his name.
A horse?
Does that look?
Oh my God! I don't know. I didn't see that. There's a horse. Of course.
There is a horse in there.
Wow! I was looking at everything else except the horse, which is dead middle center. Wow, this painting is really growing on me. It has
surprises around every corner.
Yeah, there's something that reminds me of this piece of the gentleman we can see in the background who's working with the tire or whatever that is. But this is a bit of a sort of cleaner approach to it. I really like it. This is an exceptionally strong round as well. It's going to be the final is going to be really top notch with any of these artists getting it.
There are lots of major contenders in this competition for sure. And then we're seeing some greens coming in behind her, magenta-ish with a tint of orange, kind of looks icing, with her palette brush.
Yeah.
Or palette knife, I should say. Yeah.
An interesting piece. I think the mixed media component of it has got me has got me. It's something off about that for me. But I still, it's. Oh, look, just what you were looking for. The
There's
lightning.
lightning. Yes. There we go. That's exactly what I was imagining when she first started painting it before, she started adding color. But that's great. I just love it. A man before his time. He was so ahead of his time, I think.
Yeah.
And now everybody has such admiration for him, and she's really doing a great job with his likeness.
She's done a fantastic job.
And
the fact that it is quite monochromatic on the figure itself gives it a greater sense of history, right? She could have brought a lot of skin tones into it, but the black and white, it says to me that this is a history book photo, which is really cool.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I think that this one might be one of my favorite pieces.
Yeah, me too. I would be surprised if we didn't see that in the final round. Although now we have two portraits.
Well, but wait a minute. Every time we go to a different painting, I'm like, that's my favorite piece. I just love it. And the greens in the back. That's stunning.
For me, on this one, I love the she's maintained the white, sort of a white glow around the portrait. That's very tough. I don't know if she came back in with white. It really does look like canvas white. So that's some extremely precise work to have that consistent border around that figure. Really good.
It is a nice trick that artists like to do that are, really focused on their pieces, and they know how to use that white, line to create, separation between backgrounds and such. It's such a advanced way to paint. Artists really know what they're doing when they apply that to their paintings.
Yeah.
This is cool. I think this might be a portrait style, and it kind of reminds me of Basquiat, Jean-Luc Basquiat style.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's trying to pull off a portrait of him in some way or another with the tubing there, but definitely a similar style of work.
Oh my God, that's too much spray paint. Oh, gee.
And
smoke those guys out.
Piece is definitely part of the painting. Looks like that.
Yes,
tire
that's
tube
not a tool. Oh, look at this with these such precise black outlines of each piece. Really great.
Yes. That's what's great about these competitions is you just think you have a favorite, and then bam, there's something else, and you're going, oh my goodness, I don't know. It makes it hard to vote. It makes it hard to choose which one is going to make it to the final rounds. But I think this one is definitely a contender for that. Look at that. Such striking contrasting colors. And I love that black outlines. And he does leave some white in their outlines too, So again, another trick of the trade there.
Really good piece. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's rare that you'd see two rounds with such character and such quality across all the paintings. Really impressed. Great work with the Art Battle Belgrade team. There's a horse. I can't believe it. I can't believe I didn't see that. I was looking at this painting really hard, and then the horse just snuck in there.
I could see how it could, it's very blocked out type painting, and I can see how you wouldn't see it right at first because there's so much going on in the painting, and you're first drawn to the eyes, and then the name, and then you got the hand making a gesture of some sort. It's a very interesting piece. I do like it.
And there we are. That's the end of round 2. We're officially at the end of round 2. We see brushes down, painters. Oh my gosh. That's got to be. I'm guessing the Tesla and probably the other portrait. I would love it if one of the other more wacky paintings made it, but it's probably these two paintings right here. Although you never know, maybe the portrait lovers vote gets split. These two paintings are both very, very solid portraits. The artist should be very proud
And
of
you know,
themselves, regardless of the outcome.
I agree with you totally. I think that these two pieces are probably my favorite, but then I turn around the corner and then I'm like, oh yeah, wait a minute. But I agree. I think those two pieces are very strong, and I believe that you're right. They may be the ones going to the final rounds, but who knows? Everybody's still got to vote, and you know how that works. You know, that's why everybody's vote counts. That's crazy.
Really interesting. It is crazy. It is crazy. And in a good way, too. I think that the craziest part is this piece attached to it. It makes it pretty difficult to manage. If I bought that piece, I might be tempted to cut that off.
It looks like it's clipped on the top and just kind of hanging around from the back of it. So it'd be interesting to see how they move it and where
I don't know what they're going to do
when they display it. They could have to take the whole easel.
Such trouble causers over there in Syria.
Yes, and very illustrative. It looks like it could be easily put in any kind of storybook and have a couple paragraphs written about what's going on in this picture.
So interesting. It's completely different than anything else we've seen tonight. A bright, colorful, almost cartoonish portrait. Landscape.
I don't know. I think it's hard to say who will make it to the final round.
It is hard to say. Unfortunately, the audience gets to vote, and that means you, if you're listening to this live, please head over to artbattle.com/AB2478. Just put in your name and phone number, and you will get a voting ballot. Now is the time you can vote for both rounds. You can vote for round 1 and round 2, and very, very shortly we will be announcing the winners of those 2 rounds and who will be our 4 finalists coming up in round 3.
And now, are these pieces, you could bid on them also? You could purchase them.
Absolutely. You can purchase them, and we will ship them. The national shipping, $50 and international shipping at $100. So that's quite a good price. The auction itself is in Serbian dinar, so make sure you do your conversions carefully.
That's good information there. That's good to know.
Yeah. It says it on there, but you'll note that the prices seem very high. The Serbian dinar is about 500 to 1 or something like that. So you see some odd prices there. But no problem. We got some real action here. I'm going to check the voting.
I'm curious if she had her CD or those pieces cut prior to the competition, or if she cut them on stage.
That's a bit of a... Yeah, I don't think she cut them on stage. It's a bit of a...
Yeah.
It really is against the rules for any artists who are watching and you want to know. It really is against the rules. The pre-made collage, you can do that sort of thing. You can make stencils at the easel. You can create at the easel and put stuff on, but you can't bring a preformed image and then sort of reassemble it, as it were. It's not a big deal at this level of the competition. We want to be as inclusive and welcoming as everyone as possible. But it would be, if that artist were to go on, we'd want to talk to them about the plan for a different type of painting.
Now, it would have been cool if she had taken a hammer up there and busted up a CD and then turned it into a dragonfly.
I mean, exactly. You do your hammer, you do your glass smashing at the easel. That's trouble in a whole other way.
That's fun. People love that. People love it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As long as the shard doesn't go flying out and hurt somebody.
Right. You'd have to put it in a box and smash it in a box.
Yeah. It looks like they're moving some of the art.
Yeah, the art is coming up to the front for the... Wait, no, they're looking at something else. What are they looking at?
Those are where the paintings are from the first round.
The paintings are going. Yeah.
Second round paintings are going to that same area.